Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back to Disciples' Sacred Lands. Now, where were we? Oh yeah,
Oh, yes.
we were about to completely trounce the enemy, weren't we? Yeah, so when last we left off, the mountain clans have been penned up here in this little corner. This is all they have left, and we're about to take that from them too. Everything but the capital itself will be ours. We have also seized control of Turania, an empire town equipped with a life mana stone and a death mana stone. So that's going to be a big help to us because there's not a whole lot of the empire left either. Not really. Not that they can do. So yeah, it is about that time. Time to finish this. Let's see here. First things first. We're on, I think, 6 of these, right? I'm pretty sure. We still have another Banshee banging around somewhere, right? Someplace.
Leave that to me.
How's Arty doing? He's getting there. I think it's actually about time to maybe send him out along this way. We'll move him up a little bit further because he is going to be the one who comes over to this town and pens the mountain clans up in their hole. Okay, she's done. She's done. There's our other Rodney. She's kind of coming down here to be on standby so that she can plant a rod here. Okay, new Rodney. How far can you get? That far. Excellent. That's not too bad. So what I'm doing here is I'm hiring a couple of expendable Banshees. We're going to spend some of our mana that we have banked in order to get them where they need to be. They're going to come over here, and they are going to mark the mountain clan's mana and gold so that they have nothing. Just nothing. There we go. Awesome. And they may also serve as a convenient target if they decide to send a party out here, or if they want to, waste some of their precious mana, what little they have left, casting a Vengeance of Ymir to destroy this Banshee or something. Sure, whatever. And if they don't, great for us. Well, let's get this show on the road since it is the final act. Oh, there we go. See, they're wasting a Valkyrie because they don't have any life mana left, or at least not much. They may have a little bit banked, but they're running out because they're not making anything but a little bit of runestone mana every turn now, which means that things like Valkyrie and Vengeance of Ymir are off the table because Valkyrie costs life mana, and Vengeance of Ymir costs death mana. So we stole a lot of their options, along with their terrain. Oh, see, look at that. Look at that. There they go. He's gonna waste a chain lightning. That's perfectly fine. We have more thieves where she came from. But do they have more chain lightning? Not without runestone mana, they don't. We are at 62%. 62. That is very close to what we need in order to win the scenario. So we're in a bit of a race now. Most of the ruins and things have been looted. Let's see. Do we have any use for you? She's just kind of hanging out. She's ready to mark these with rods as well. Ms. Darksoul. She's on standby. We're going to send her up this way, and I'm sure there's at least one more non-capital town.
Leave that to me.
She's going to take it, and she's going to pen the Empire in, assuming that it's necessary. Okay, Arty, you can't move any further anyway, so... She's just uncovering Fog of War. See, look at this. We have all of the mana crystals.
Darkness will fall.
Love it. I do want to see what's in that shop. But Arty has a job to do, so we will send somebody else to take care of that. Okay, this Valkyrie is nothing. All we're worried about is this fella, right? That's it. How should we take care of that?
I hunger for blood.
Count Choco can get almost all the way there. Let's put Seafaring on. And with that, he may be able to make it all the way back to town. Oh my gosh, he can. That's so good. Whee! Away he goes. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now we're going to haste.
Fresh blood at last.
We'll take care of this fella. And that will be easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Go ahead and shoot the count, sure. Whatever floats your boat, my dwarven friend. Boom. Look at that. We're doing so well. Okay. Man, I don't know if we're gonna make it to level 7 before we actually complete this scenario, but if we don't, we're gonna be very close. Look at that. He can go so far. I love it. Noon. One movement point away. So if he levels up again, he would be able to do it. I'm going to go ahead and haste him again. Unfortunately, it does cost a lot of mana, but it's worth it in this case because putting him back in the town then means that he can't be targeted by spells.
My prince.
Okay, who else needs to move? That's really it. I'm going to go ahead and hire another Banshee. And let's see. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I'm going to go ahead and do this turn, because that Valkyrie is going to disappear anyway. By taking their gold mine and this mana stone here, not only is it going to help to cripple them, but also it means that they are going to really have it to do in order to take this stuff back and to regain any ground whatsoever. Yeah. There's so many of them. Yes, the great heritage of the Rodney family. But you see, these rods will combine with this terrain right here in order to combine and become more powerful, push back against the capital so they can't take this stuff. With the rod right next to it, they'll really have it to do. But also, it already costs 500 gold to hire a regular champion. If they want to break these rods, that's free, but they have to spend 300 of their precious gold, of which, without this, they're only making about 50 per turn anyway, in order to hire a proud dwarf to come out and do that. So it sets them back, and it doesn't cost us hardly anything, you know, because we're turning a profit every turn. If we need to hire another banshee to run up here and put the rod back, no problem, because then every time we do that, they have to hire another proud dwarf, or try and keep the same one alive, or, you know, whatever, in order to regain control of these. It's just not going to happen. So they're crippled at this point. Okay. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, yes, good. Good, they're wasting so much mana because they're not making most of the kinds that they need to cast that spell anymore. So see, that is 300 gold well spent. That would have been super frustrating only, you know, a few turns ago. But now, that's perfectly fine if they want to do that, because that's one vengeance of Ymir that they can't get back, that they cannot spend on somebody else, like Count Choco or Ms. Darksoul. 63%, and look how much mana we are making. Oh my goodness gracious. It's happening. It is happening. I definitely want to see what's in there. He would be the easiest to send over there, except that I want to get him into this town so that he can guard it. And then we'll hire a throwaway, like, Death Knight or somebody to go over there and just poke their heads in the shop, see what's in. Actually, you know what might be a better idea? Let's hire a thief, because a thief will save us a lot of money. 200 gold spent in order to not have to spend any additional money at the shop itself. Because she can potentially steal whatever is in there. Okay. Zeb is holding strong. Holding position. What's that? She's doing her job. Okay, here we go. So she's just going to kind of hang out there on that island until we need her. Because the goal at this point is to control the spread of our terrain, so that way we get to decide when the map is over, and then if there is anything worthwhile that we need to get from this map, you know, see, like right here, look, Troll Den. We can pop in here, we can grab this stuff and then head right back inside. Am I gonna send someone in there first? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, it's just a troll. It's just a troll. The ghoul barely counts. He's not even going to get a turn. The troll's going to get one hit. But it will have to hit a Dark Lord and will not take them out. Oh! He didn't get a hit. Nice, we got lucky. Because, see, their initiative is 20. Their initiative is 20, so one of our specters went first. Of course, having 2 means that we get, like, double the initiative roll. So there was a good chance that was going to happen. Excellent, so we're going to get out of here with no damage. You know I love that. Love to see it. So let's see what this troll has for us. What treasures are you hiding? Troll. The Count demands to know. $500 gold? Nice, okay, that's it, but that's nothing to sniff at, so Okay, this is just mountain going right there, so we don't need to worry about that. And I'm a lot less reluctant to cast spells like Haste now, rather than, you know, Chant of Hasting, necessarily, because I am in this case, because it's a little bit cheaper. We're turning a significant profit on our Death and Runestone mana now, but also we're making like 150 life mana, and Haste only costs 200, so it's not putting us nearly as far in the hole anymore. Let's go down here and scout out this shop. Okay. Cool, we got some life potions. Got some healing potions. We have nothing to sell right now, but that's okay. Ah, there's that guy. That's where he was going. He's gonna get off here and go to... Oh, there's that other town. See, we knew there'd be at least one. I'm gonna let them keep that one for now because I want to control the spread. If we take that town, it's probably gonna tip it over and that'll be game. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and do this too. Oh, they've got another town. Ooh. Oh, look here. They've got the same setup that we do. 2 ghosts and a vampire. Look at that. Well, he will take care of the werewolves. Skip. Skip. This is going to be an interesting fight because, see, so many of our troops are immune to what they can do. Alright, let's see. We're going to paralyze that vampire. He's the serious one. Paralyze this ghost before he gets to go. So he can't paralyze anybody else. There goes their front line. Boom. Exactly. It's a real pain, honestly. It's a real pain. Skip you. Hilarious. Vampires are nothing to sneeze at, though. We fought them before. But, I mean, they have mage initiative. They're not as fast as the Nosferat, because the Nosferat, of course, is like the elder vampire. They're the good one. But they start at 50 damage. And they still have otherwise the same attack. So it's 50 death damage to everybody. They heal half of what they deal. They have 185 HP, which is pretty good, and are immune to death. I mean, that's more than the Count has got, right? 185. And that's after he's leveled up quite a bit. So there you go. Oh, I don't know why I did that. You know, you would think... Like, when you put it that way, yes. All damage is driving you toward death, let's say. Hey, 90 XP. 250 gold. Ooh, a Vythar's Ichor potion. Yes, good. Permanently increases the unit's damage by 10%. You know what that means? The Count has not had one of these yet. And remember, he's already got a bonus to damage, right? Let's see. 10% chance to hit. Where's he getting that bonus to damage? Oh, I think he has the Might ability, maybe. But there we go. It stacks, regardless. So see, check that out. Now he is dealing almost as much damage as the other vampires. Yay! I wonder... I really do wonder if a haste would get him back up there. I'm gonna try it. Yes, good. That's what I thought. Thank you all for choosing pathfinding. Oh my goodness gracious, it makes such a huge difference. So glad that we have that skill. What are you doing, Solon? Because Horus is doing jack. Where do you think you're going? Oh my gosh, he actually came up here and attacked him. That's wild. That's honestly wild. That's pretty brave. Pretty bold. Well, our Dark Lord missed. Oh, okay, well the fighter missed too, so whatever. I think that maybe what the AI... Well, I would like to think that what the AI was trying to do there was to take at least something from us. Because we were wounded. But then he hit the Count instead of hitting that Dark Lord in front who had 60 hit points. And actually, they could have probably taken that fella out if they hadn't aimed at the Count. So, I don't know what the hell they were trying to do. Oh my goodness. Arty. Arty. Arthas. Mr. Bloodborne, you've got to go faster. They're working on an additional party. You can see they want to hire a champion. I want to see what these other folks do because I don't want to take these towns. Not yet, because we can take them at our leisure, right? I mean, look at this. One apprentice. Now, these are all second level, but there's no champion in there or anything. That's nothing. That's nothing. So, yeah, we can take those at our leisure. I want to hang on, which means I think what I'm going to do is, in order to make sure that everybody is in position, we're going to buff Arty this time, and he is going to make it into this town to occupy it. Man, that's a long way. Gosh. Thankfully, we can cast Chant of Hasting twice and still, like, turn a profit on mana the next turn. Lord, Arty, please. I'm begging you. He's close enough now, like, I have to get him in there because I don't want them to hit him with a spell. Also, I think he's still got a little bit of regenerating to do. Yeah, just a little bit. Not too much. One or two good fights, and he'll have a Wraith and a Dark Lord. I forgot he had that Water Ward scroll. That was such an insult for them to drop that. Like, when they did. She's basically doing nothing. Okay, you're sleeping. You're gonna come over here to this shop. It is so tempting, because he has so many movement points. We could easily go over and take one of those towns. I just legit don't want to yet. And because he does have such a high amount of movement, that's really great because it means that, like, Ms. Darksoul is okay where she's at for now, until we choose to move her. We don't have to push the front because she is holding this part. So if they try to swoosh in this way, they're not going to get anywhere. They're going to have her to contend with and be sorry for it. So, you know what this thief would be really useful for? Because Count Choco can do his own scouting. Yeah, I think I want to get him down here and explore this, but also I want whatever this fire elemental is guarding. So she's going to come down and poison the fire elemental, which is completely counterintuitive. But still. Okay. Let's see what this shop has in store for us. Lol. Comedy jokes. Steal an item. Ooh, alright. Yeah, I don't know what you'd poison it with. Distilled water, I guess. Okay, so this is an artifact store, which is what I was hoping. So the runestone we have seen before. 10 armor, not super impressive. The rune blade, 10% more damage. Again, not super impressive. Arty already has the sanguine blade, which is better. But this, the banner of strength, makes a return, increases damage by 10% for the whole party. So, actually, we don't need anything from there. I'm kind of disappointed, but, you know, I'm not mad. We know now, and we know that that means Count Choco doesn't have to run all the way back there to get something good. So, sure. Now, what we are going to do, though, because this... No, actually, wait, because we already spent Chant of Hasting on... No, we do have that back. Okay, hey. In that case, yeah.
Fresh blood at last.
I lost track of my turns there. We're going to go ahead and take these fellas out. Because destroying this party is not going to affect our terrain spread. So, no harm done, right? And 28 XP gained. Plus, they lose a bunch of second level experience. You know, troops. Is that... Yeah, that's the tip of their capital right there. So this is pretty much it. There we go. Back to the house, my good Count. Back to shelter. Their troops are a little bit different than the mountain clans, so I am going to go ahead and put our Wraith back in the center once again.
Yes.
As you wish.
Okay, he's good to go. He lives there now, basically. Okay, things are looking great. Look at that. See, they still have some mana coming in. We've stolen this life mana. We're about to take that death mana from them. They have a gold mine here and one over here. They've got a life mana crystal there, and presumably they have one more over here next to their capital, similarly to how the clans did here. And that's it. So they're pretty much screwed. The Empire's out of the game too.
Darkness will come.
Whee!
As you request.
That's not where I told you to go. Stupid pathfinding.
Yes.
Okay, since we don't need anything here. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna leave her there, honestly. And then if we decide to go over there and grab those dudes for experience, she can poison them first. Okay, Aurangzeb is doing what she needs to do. That just leaves Count Choco, really. Okay, so here's what I think we need to do now. I think it is time for Ms. Darksoul to play her part. I think what we're going to do is she's going to come up here and hold this town. And the Empire's not going to have much that they can do. They could send someone over here, but like we can zap them on the way. It's not a big deal. And the Count is going to be going in this direction anyhow, so it would be a really bad strategy for them to do that. But I want him to be able to come down here and get this ruin and whatever this fire elemental is guarding before the game is over. So, we're going to send her up there to take his place. And I think, do we still have that scroll? If we do, yes, here we go. Sanctuera, the level 3 Legion spell we haven't used yet. It's an invisibility spell. Renders the target party invisible until they perform an action. So there we go. She's going to head out this way. And they're not going to be able to target her with spells and things until she gets there. If I remember correctly, they did tweak the spell a little bit, but I think Sanctuary, it doesn't wear off at the end of a turn. See, I can't target her with haste because it would break Sanctuary. But, like, it's until they perform an action. So you can put that spell on a scouting party or on something like a thief and just send them all over the place to uncover terrain or, you know, whatever you want to do until they perform an action such as trying to steal, attacking someone, you know, something like that. And then, see, there it is. So it's going to take her a few turns to get there because without seafaring, you know, it just kind of is what it is. But that's fine, because in the meantime, the Count has someone to play with. And we won't have to shadow every turn, we just get that free invisibility. And they cannot chain lightning or vengeance of Emir her while she is en route. So that means we don't have to worry about her, period. Whee! And right back. I love it. I love it so much. I'm just gonna haste him. I should have used Chant of Hasting on him too, honestly.
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Now. It's going to take her a while to get over there, too. Probably almost be cheaper to hire another thief and send her over that way. But I figure, well, we already have one, so
Yes.
that feels like a waste. Oop, here we go. Fodder for Arthas. And they are doing things like they're buying engineers, which are 500 gold, instead of proud dwarves, which are 300. So they're trying their best to take that town back before they break those rods. Which is a real shame for them, honestly, isn't it? Because that's just a waste of a lot of money. I mean, it would be either way, but it's really a waste of money. We shouldn't even have to buff or anything for this. Because Arty only has one job. So that means that, like, yes, these folks are going to be wounded. He's going to take a little bit of damage on that warlock. But it doesn't really make a whole lot of difference because this guy's only going to get one shot. See? The ward protected our Templar there. So that 50 damage that the Warlock has is all we're going to take. And then we're just going to go right back in town, and we're going to heal, so... Plus another fight like that. Look at that, he's 4 points away from leveling up into a Wraith. And then, their primary tactic won't hurt him. Because, yeah... This hill giant can hurt him, sure, but this engineer can't because his attack source is weapon. So he'll have to shoot the Spectre instead, who already has more hit points anyway. Send us another one, Mountain Clans. We love it. We love it. They're really saving that crossbowman. And I would too, but at the same time, if they don't throw everything they've got at us, then nothing's going to come of it, so...
Darkness from far.
Alright, anything else we can do? We should go take out these folks. Let's see. You know what we should do that we haven't done in a while? We should research a new spell, because we still have some 4th level spells that we have not researched. 3rd level, we got all the way through them. But we have 2 more here, Call Red Dragon and Rot. Rot is the one that I want because you see, it cuts the target party's damage by 1/3. That is super great for instances like this, where I don't want that Kraken to hit us, but I also don't want to use something like Proyakere Terra and kill the mermaid, because I want all of the XP.
Who dares? Fresh blood at last.
So now, the Kraken's base damage before armor has been reduced to about 80, which is much better than 120. Rot is such a good debuff. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit you, because that way the Wraith will take him out. See, and it's 66 damage is all that he took because of our armor, so after all of the modifications, that's it. And once again, that's all the damage we're going to take. This fight is over. Now we just have to chip away at this Kraken. There we go. 78 points. That's not too bad. Not too shabby. We'll haste him and send him right back home. Between the amount of mana that we are earning every turn now, the fact that we were lucky enough to get Haste and Chant of Hasting, and also the fact that we have Seafaring, Count Choco can go just about anywhere he feels like now. Which means, I think that something we probably ought to do too is range out a little bit, and we will grab things like, for example, this Sea Serpent, right? Because he can do that and still get back home, no problem. Plus, Ms. Darksoul has a few turns yet before she's gonna make it. She coming, Lord, she coming, but it's gonna be slow. Okay, let's put Seafaring on there because that's gonna matter more than anything else, realistically. And then Sea Serpent. He can get all the way over there, look at that, and all the way back.
Fresh blood at last.
Look at that. Look at him go. Go, Count Choco, go. Now, of course, that's a nasty hit, but again, the only hit he's going to get. Because Sea Serpents, oh gosh, they're so awful. 125 weapon damage on initiative 70. Thank goodness they're just melee units. Because if I'm not badly mistaken, I think that they changed them. And in Disciples 2, they have a breath attack with the water source that hits everybody. It deals less damage, but of course it still packs a punch. They're also way uglier in the second game. Oh my god. Because they have like weird, creepy people faces. And I guess I appreciate that they went more with the hagfish route, inspired by some truly nasty real-world creatures, versus just, this is a dragon, but what if snake? What if dragon was snake, though? Oh, that reminds me, I almost forgot about this. This has been here for ages. And I completely forgot it existed. Count Choco needs to go over here and slay a dragon, y'all. We have got to slay that dragon and see what's... We have to. We've gotta. And I think we've got time to do it. Because at this point... Oh, they saved up for a chain lightning. Okay. Sure. I guess. Where are you going? Nowhere. He thinks he's going to slip behind our lines, and because Ms. Darksoul vanished off of his radar, he thinks that he's going to fly around over there and get that town. And he is badly mistaken. Let's see. Seafaring. There we go. But if we do nothing else at this point, we're holding steady, but we're slowly gaining a little bit of ground. Because look here. Look at that. See, what did I tell you? When the terrain push from this town merged with that of the two rods, they got nothing left. So even though their capital is pushing out, it can't push back as hard as we're pushing in. And therefore, boom. Oh, sorry, what kind of stuff carries over to the next one? Well, of course, we're going to take Count Choco, and then we get to pick our 3 artifacts or items that we're going to take. Which presumably is going to be the Banner of Resistance, the Banner of Battle, and another one. So, let's see. This way. She's almost there where she needs to go. Let's do this. And in fact, just to add insult to injury, there, because they're not going to get anybody out there to uncover that again. This guy thinks he's gonna, but he's not. So let's go destroy him. And I think that we've got pretty stable control over the terrain. We can win at any time now by taking those other 2 towns. But if we don't take the other 2 towns, their push combined is going to recover more terrain each turn than our town in the same area is going to take from them. And that's actually good, because what that means is that we can't accidentally win because, like, I stopped paying attention. We should hold pretty close to what we've got, and that's awesome because then Count Choco can just, you know, go about his business. So we should have sufficient time to get over here, and I want to hit this ruin, kill the fire elemental, and then go over and slay that dragon. We're going to see what they have, and that might be worth taking with us into the next scenario, depending on what it is. Okay, we were at 66% of the terrain this turn. Let's see what we are on the next turn, and that will kind of tell me. See, there you go. You can see that they push back a little bit more than we push out every turn. 66%, okay. And we just took back right there like what we already had. So we're stable. This is exactly where we want to be. There we go. She is going to get into the town this turn or next turn. So, guard Arthas. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to Nightfall again right here. That'll cover her from direct spells. Okay. Well, he's got a little ways to go because we need to go down this way, and we're going to get that Kraken as well as this ruin. So, I think that it's time. Let's go ahead and do it. first seafaring. And let's see. I'm going to scout down this way, but I don't want to use, like, all of our movement for that. I guess it's okay. That's actually probably a good use of our movement to go that way. We'll uncover that last little bit of fog of war that matters to make sure that they're not hiding anything under there. Oh! Well, hey, look at that. Okay, this actually... Okay, we can't get out from here, it looks like. But there's a ruin down here that for some reason they haven't explored? Oops. Which is wild, considering that we are 126 turns into the game. Oh, that's why. Okay, so this is a beast. This is a top-tier Legions of the Damned unit. Sealed off in a cavern in the depths of the infernal realms, the beast is even feared by greater demons. And you can see why. They're very slow, but they have 420 hit points, very hard to kill, and they deal 70 weapon damage to everybody you see. Now, because their initiative is 20, there's a good chance that one of our specters will go first and paralyze it. Let's hope that that happens, because otherwise we'll probably lose that Dark Lord. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Okay, we didn't lose him, though. I'm kind of surprised that the beast went first, but the armor protected him. Thank you, Banner of Resistance. This explains why they haven't been in here, though. Dang. That was worth it, though, all by itself. Ooh, hey, 15 armor. That's the upgrade of the runestone, of course. Okay, they've probably got a life crystal over here, but I don't care about that. What I do care about is... Count Choco needs to heal. Since we cannot go all the way around anyway, we can't get out this direction. So, rather than hasting Ms. Darksoul, he's going to go back and sit in the town one more turn to recover some health. And then we have plenty of money at this point. We'll just heal whatever he has left and take him out next turn. Because, see, look at this. We're good. We're good on cash. And then he can come down this direction and go for that Kraken. Alrighty. Yep, good, 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 good. We're right where we want to be. Okay, step up, Ms. Darksoul. Okay, they didn't hire anybody. Good. We will just burn all of this on healing. And... let's go ahead. Seafaring. And just in case, I'm going to save it because, of course, with Sanctuera on there, I cannot actually haste her to get her the rest of the way into the town right now. So just in case something wild happens and like they hire a ranger in this town and run up and take that town before she gets in, Count Choco can stick around. But I think let's go do it. Okay. All those turns, and then he's going to get there before the thief does, probably. Okay, we're going to haste first, because I'm not going to waste a chant by having all of those movement points consumed by a single battle. Here we go. It would be really nice if you would miss. Okay, well, I figured that was too much to hope for, but I thought if I asked nicely. It's no harm in asking. 53. Look at there. He's over halfway now. That breaks the halfway mark. I'm going to haste him again because that is all that he needs to get to this ruin. Basically. Okay, let's go. Oh, I should have healed him first. So these are 3rd level Legions units, the Moloch Demons of Sloth. They gain their powers by devouring souls. They deal 110 damage per hit and go on initiative 35. Quite nasty. These upgrade either into the Beast or into some other types of units. Okay, well here goes their Sorcerer anyway. Yeah. Miss. Please miss. Please miss. Oh, dang it. Well... that's my fault for not healing him. It's my own fault. I do have a potion of restoration that I could have used. But honestly, I'm not mad because this is going to be worth some decent XP, and having that Dark Lord down just means it'll, you know, change the algorithm to where Count Choco will get a little bit more XP from this. Dead. The Legions have some really powerful units like this. It just takes a while to get to them. Because, of course, y'all have seen how many experience points you have to level up. There we go, 133. Nice. We may yet level up. A Staff of Demonology, not bad. 100 points of fire damage to target units. So this basically... now, they have a spell that does the same thing, but basically we are casting Call Red Dragon, which I'm also going to research. And there we go. We're tapped. We have researched all of our spells and then some. Excellent. So now we never have to spend mana ever again on anything except for casting spells. I'm going to go ahead and splurge. We have 260. I'm not going to heal. Instead, because we have so much more death mana, I'm going to shadow. Just to make sure, because not all of this area was under that nightfall. That way he can't be hit by a spell.
Yes.
Okay. She's going to get there right before he does, or right as he does. So she can poison the fire elemental for him one time. Which that's fine, because the fire elemental hits everybody with a pretty rough attack. But then, you know, like, who cares? It's the only attack he's going to get. There we go. There went her Sanctuaris spell. You heard it evaporate, because now she is fortified in the town. I'm going to level this town up to level 5. There we go. So she will have maximum defense bonus in here if they decide to come up and attack her. And I'm going to do the same thing here so that Arty also has the same. If they send someone down here and we don't get to them first, then we've got maximum possible defense bonus from the city. And even if we go out and get them, we'll have maximum regeneration, 30% per day when we go back in. So, okay, fire elemental. let's see what we shall see. First there was Leviathan, now it's Ifrit.
As you request.
This is so funny. Poison them. Oh. No. We have to poison the fire elemental. We have to. It's so funny.
Darkness
Like, I want to do it just on principle.
As you request.
Come on. There we go. It's... What even is happening there? Okay. Nice. Reduce his damage by 1/3. And we also have this, which we can cast, which will increase our armor by 20. And it stacks with the rest of the armor that we already have. So there you go, see? 40 armor. So everybody's going to take about half damage from drastically reduced damage, which means that that expenditure of 150 runestone mana, and I mean, to be fair, also 150 death, but we're making loads of that, so I'm not counting that. But 150 runestone mana is a lot better than 200 on a heal. So here we go. The terrible fire elemental, 450 hit points. Of course it's immune to fire. It hits everyone with fire damage, 70 points. And it goes on initiative 70, which is rough. Conjured from the edge of infernal realms, made entirely of burning lava, the fire elemental destroys everything in its path. Well, not today. Not today, it doesn't. Today it does jack. Look at that. Goodness gracious. It's true, because you have to wonder, like, how is that happening? How are they doing this? How are they poisoning dragons and stuff? Fire elementals, you know? Okay, I'm going to... There we go. We'll protect them with a shadow. And we have life mana. So I'm going to go ahead and haste him because I badly want to see what's in this bag. Ooh, a Highfather potion. Okay. So it was worth it. Now notice, he's already had one, right? That's why he has a weird number of hit points. Because this adds 15% permanently to your HP. So, yeah. And we could take that with us and give to another champion or something in the next scenario, but, like, then it would only last for that one scenario because we're not taking them with us. We're keeping Count Choco. So I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I think I'm going to give it to this Wraith. Because the Wraith has the fewest hit points in the whole party. He's only got 75, and that's been a liability. So, boom. Now he's got 86. That's better than 75. Better than nothing. I should have cast Seafaring there, but we're starting to run a little bit low on runestone mana. So I figured since we have quite a bit of life mana, I'll use that to just haste and hop over here instead. There we go. I think that's good. I think that'll do us for that turn. Oh, there comes a Pegasus Knight. Why did you... No, never mind. I know the answer. I was wondering why they didn't hire that Pegasus Knight in one of those towns, but it's because they had already purchased the units that they wanted to put in his party, including they had a second level mage there for him. And so to give him that, it's better to hire him in there, put those in his army, and then fly him out rather than, you know, hire him here. Well, he's going to come up there and attack Ms. Darksoul, presumably. I'm going to let him.
darkness
And in the meantime, I'm going to make a quick stop at the shop here. And because we do have so much money, I'm going to buy a couple of life potions to have on hand just in case. And buy a couple of healing potions. There we go. And then right on down this way. We cleared out that corridor earlier, so this way he can just heal, and we're going to go ahead and get that dragon this turn. Even though it's not strictly necessary. Out of interest, because I don't want to be taken too badly by surprise if we do need to adjust our strategy, I'm going to hire another cool older sister to come down here and explore these ruins. That way we aren't going in blind. We have plenty of money, and I should be doing that, you know, like, more often anyway, so there we go. Okay. Okay, so it's just a blue dragon and 2 mages. That's what I wanted to know, was like, what's his backup? So, blue dragons don't breathe fire. They breathe steam, if I remember correctly. Red and green dragons breathe fire. Black dragons breathe, like, death damage. White is water, and blue, I think, is also water. White dragons are like ice dragons, and blue dragons are water dragons. It might be air damage, but I think that it's water. I'm almost positive. Oh. Okay, well. Lol, I have to haste the thief to get her out of the way. That's hilarious.
Yes, master.
Go over here, like, all the way out of the way if I'm going to have to waste 200 life mana on you.
Darkness will fall.
Goodness gracious. That's an awful lot to get in there. Well, I'm going to commit because I have already... I've already spent 200 life mana to move the thief out of the way. I would feel silly for just waiting an extra turn now. Okay, so what can we do? We don't want anybody to die in one shot. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do a holy armor. As I've said before, the the weakness of the hordes is definitely siege combat, because they don't have any buffs. Like, none. So there's nothing else I can realistically do other than that stolen holy armor spell to prep us for going in there. Now, I can use some potions, and because I have so many, I actually am going to use a couple of these on the specters, because paralyzing that dragon is going to be paramount to our success. Because our Dark Lords won't take any damage from that first elemental attack, but he does hit pretty hard, and so even with armor, everyone should survive, right? Because they're going to be taking 60% damage. But then I want to make sure that there's not a second hit, and we can't do much else beyond that. I could spam potions, but I think that we should be good with the buffs that we have. I think we don't need to do anything else. Okay, now you'll notice right away, this dragon is to be taken seriously because he has 700 hit points. 700 hit points. They go on initiative 40, so they are, like, you know, mage initiative. They deal 80 water damage to everyone. That's pretty nasty. Yes, they are beefy boys. A mythological blue dragon that lives near water sources. Some say that they live up to 3,000 years. Fascinating. Let's see, what I'm also worried about is unless our Wraith goes first, because all of these have 40 initiative, and so does he. I should have thought of that and put a haste potion on him. But the mages are probably going to get in a hit too. Yeah, see, and that's going to stack with the damage the dragon is doing. Only one of the mages will go, but still. Whew. There we go. Now, keep him paralyzed, because it's going to take a couple turns, even paralyzed, to chew through all of that. On the other hand, Count Choco will come out with full health. There we go. I could have prevented some of that damage and made it not quite as close if I had hasted our Wraith, but it's, as you see, it's still not necessary. With the armor and everything, we're fine. And down he goes. Why they don't have any armor, I don't know, but I'm glad they don't. 262 XP. Look at that. What you got? 500 gold. And the skull bracers. Okay. That is worth it. That's 20 armor. Right? So that's worth killing a dragon for. Count Choco's not going to use those, but that is worth killing a dragon for. Okay, I'm going to let him rest for a minute. I could haste and send him back into town, but I think we're good. Ooh, someone else for Arthas to play with. Be nice to get him those skull bracers, but also we're so close to the end of the game, he really doesn't need them. The effort it would take to get across the map to him, to give them to him, you see what the gap is like between the parties that they are sending after us. So, ooh, one turn, huh? Well, if that's the case, I'm just going to go ahead and move him there. Aurangzeb can hang out, Miss Darksoul can hang out. Arty is the one this time. What you got? You've got nothing. You have nothing. So, let's see. Maybe we should use one of our new spells. What do you think? We've not cast Proyakari Terra yet, after I, talked it up, and we also haven't cast Call Red Dragon. Which one would y'all rather see? Do you want to see 100 points of earth damage from this Legion spell, or 100 points of fire damage from this Hordes spell? Because in both cases, it's really going to just ruin this guy's day. And then Arty here, he's not going to level up. But he's not going to level up from that party anyway, and may not before the end of the map. This one's close. He's going to get closer, but this Warlock's going to become a Wraith regardless of what we do, even if there's only one person left in that party to kill. So what would you rather see? Would you rather see the Latin spell of Rocks Fall, Everyone Dies? Or would you rather see Fus Roda? Or like, Fus Ro Darkness. According to all of these undead heroes, anyway. I feel like we might not get to see this one otherwise if I don't cast it, because we're not playing the Legions, and we may not get another opportunity to steal it. So, especially considering that that's going to use mostly Infernal mana. No, not really. The damage is the same. It's a matter of either earth or fire, so I'm going to show this one off. Meteor Shower. It does what it says on the tin, even though the tin is in Latin. Nice. Because Proyakari Terra means to... What would be the most direct translation? To basically to hurl the earth. Is close enough. To fling earth. As always, he's going to get one shot. Oh, he missed! But it wouldn't have mattered if he shot that guy anyway. He's going to heal, so... Boom. Look at that. Congratulations to our new Dark Lord and our Wraith. You love to see it. You really do. Man, they do that a couple more times, he might level up. Maybe. But if he doesn't, no harm done. He's done his job. And he's done it well. Whew, this thief has been handy too. I'm just going to kind of go dick around with her and maybe they'll waste another spell on her. She doesn't need to do anything. Same thing for her. Like, there's not really anything left to steal. We smashed through all of those ruins. That's the only, like, neutral party there is left to take out, too, I think. Which means that's probably where Count Choco's going next. Here we go. We can go steal some random healing potions or something. She'd move a lot faster when it's not through a thick forest or over water, right? He's got so many movement points left. I'm just gonna heal. And it's gonna be the fastest way, as if he goes up here. Yeah, I think so, because the party we want to defeat is over this way. Ooh. Okay, no, yep, that is as predicted. That's the path in question, so let's go. And what we're going to do is save up the rest of our money for the remainder of the map. And, of course, there are a couple of the experience point trainers. And we're just going to dump all of that into XP for the Count and see if we can get him leveled up. If not, he will be damn close going into the next map, but I'm hoping we can get him leveled, because that way we'll be at cap for this one, and we won't have to worry on the next one about where we're starting. We'll be starting from 0. Okay. Did this fella have anything worth stealing? Sure. There. Congratulations. Can almost get there. How are we doing on Runestone Mana? We're doing good. So if he's going to go out on the ocean, I'm going to go ahead and hit him with a Seafaring. That probably won't get him all the way to his mark. No. But it does help a bit. Now there's one of those training camps like right next to our capital down here, next to this first neutral town that we took, but there's another one over here somewhere, because I was convinced that that's what they were using to level up all of the little armies they were sending at us. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Over here by Rodney 5. Yeah. So he's going to be like right next to that. He's just going to go up there and we're going to blow all of our cash on that. So let's haste. And let's rot these guys. There we go. Boom. These poor guys, they have no idea what they're in for. I am going to hit the mermen first to get rid of them. I'll take out everybody else. We'll have 2 chances to paralyze the Kraken, which we apparently need. Okay. Folks, we are coming up on the end of this scenario. We are almost done. Now, of course, this is not the end of the campaign. There is more left to this saga. 86, not bad. Not bad. Oh! The Staff of Holiness, hey! 2 potions of healing. They defeated somebody earlier, methinks. And actually, well, we only have 200 and some life mana left, so I'm going to use a Chant of Hasting instead of a haste. I'm not really being careless with our mana, but I'm being generous with it, because it's close to the end of the game and we have plenty now, whereas not that long ago we had none. We had a dearth. So here we go. Cost 2,682 gold for 298 XP. Yep, we'll take all we can get. That puts him at 2755. That's a manageable number, so see, look at that. I think we can do this. I think we can make this happen. We are so close. We are so close. I'm going to go over this way. And we'll give those skull bracers to Arthas.
Leave that to me.
I'm not even going to hide the count this time. I'm going to save the mana. Because what's he going to do? Oh, I meant to step out there and get that Pegasus Knight, though. Drat it. Oh. Ms. Darksoul needs to handle one of them. Perhaps. She doesn't have to, but...
Who dares?
There we go.
As you wish.
Let's trade. Here, you take that scroll. He can take that. And there we go. Nice. And then Arthas can go right back in there.
Yes, master.
Forgot to move her. Because she's not really important anymore, so...
My prince.
You just go live in there.
Who dares?
Okay, well, This is great because we can even stop off for healing on the way. And we just blew all of our money. We have some, though, and we don't need a whole lot. 182, that should be, I don't know, that waste on the other eye.
Fresh blood at last.
Grab this dude. Because he's got that second level mage. It'll be worth a little bit of XP. Not a whole lot, but some. I just love that indignant noise the Dark Lords make. Ooh. 24. That was nothing, but whatever, I guess.
Yes.
Ms. Darksoul. You get that guy. That's what she's here for, after all. Ooh. They picked up the good troops from that other town. They decided to give Ms. Darksoul a run for her money. It's a good thing we have 2 specters. One for each of their 2 archers. That's what you get for not right-clicking, Starfish. There we go. Panic averted. Finish him. Yeah, she's the only one that's going to get XP from this anyway. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to move her back. Can we get a round of applause for Ms. Darksoul and Mr. Bloodborne, because they have done a fantastic job this scenario, I think. Have they not? They have done really stellar. They have just really held up their end of things. Okay, not much left. We have taken out, I think, all of the neutral parties except for these demons over here. There's these guys. Oh, there's some centaurs. And I can't recall anyone else whose day we have not already ruined. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Arty was going up here and then got distracted. I'm basically grinding at this point, but it's easy to get all the way across the map and do the whole thing, so, like, I'm gonna. Because, like I said, he's that close. I want him to get to level 7 before we end this. And I think he can do it because if we take out those other neutral parties and maybe that last ruin, he needs just over 600. That should be doable because by the time we get around to all of those neutral parties, we will also have built back up some more cash. Since our income is going at a good clip. And that means we will have enough we can stop by the training camp again and like just kind of top him off, and then we'll find some little piddly nothing. We'll wait for one mountain clan or one empire party to dodge out, and we'll send him after them instead of having Miss Darksoul or Mr. Bloodborne get it. Okay, he's going a long ways, so I am going to go ahead. There we go. Do that. So first things first. These guys, I guess, and then we'll go around and grab the ruins and come back to the training camp, and then that's it, folks. That's game. There really isn't anything else to do except wait, and since we're at 66% of the terrain, as I said, at pretty much any point we can just take those other two towns and we're good. Actually, we're hovering at 67%, so I'm not going to use Chant of Hasting because he has so much movement anyway. I'm just going to use Seafaring because that way we're turning a very tidy profit on our Runestone Mono. And he can go so far. With Seafaring on, of course, you know, the water not being an issue, he can go even further, so. Yeah, see, he'll get there next turn. And they can't do anything about it. That last Chain Lightning and Valkyrie that they threw at us is all they had. Another party, okay. Sure. Let's do Seafaring again. And what does this guy have? Nothing. Well then, if that's the case, let's see our other 4th level attack spell. Yeah, see, it's exactly the same thing as Call Decay Dragon, except he's red, and so is the portal instead of being blue. And look at that, see? It's just like Vengeance of Ymir. Now we can do that basically every turn, and that's a waste of money for them, for sure.
Fresh blood at last.
That's lost experience for us, but I mean, there will be more because they don't have any choice. That's all the AI can do at this point, is they have to save up enough cash for, you know, for a party and then send out what they can and hope that something happens. Honestly, right? It seems almost irresponsible. I blame them. Personally. I blame them. One of these guys. There goes everybody. Boom. 43 XP. Not bad, not bad. And this is where we can hire, like, Sky Lords and whatever, which we don't need.
My prince.
So, since he is heading this way, I'm going to spend the next couple of turns with this thief,
As you
poisoning these guys. Berserker's party has been poisoned. Because she didn't have to move very far, she can actually attempt it twice. And the chance of success is based on, like, the level of... I'm not sure if it's the average level of the whole party, or if it is the level of the highest level unit in the target party. But of course, the more powerful the party is, the harder it is for her to poison them. Is what matters. So that's why you'll see, like, it was a 70% chance here, it was a 60% chance for the fire elemental, and it's been you know, like an 80% chance or whatever for previous creatures. Oh no, the Empire discovered our spy. Oh no. Too late, my fella. Because that spy did her job. And she did it well. Okay. 2 berserkers and a demon. This is going to be cake. Delicious, moist cake. Tasty cake. There you go. You go down before you get a hit. He's not going to deal any damage. Oh, great, then. In that case, I'm going to hit this guy. Thanks for that. Oh, survived by 4 hit points. Oh, well. NBD. It is what it is anyway, because they're both going down this turn, so... Oh! Gasp. The Count held back so that this Dark Lord could, you know, get a hit in and feel better about it. There we go, almost 2,900, so that just means we need about 500 left. 500 remaining. Okay, there's nothing up there, is there? Oh! Oh, I didn't realize there was another party sitting there. Well, goodness gracious. Well, doesn't that just butter my biscuit? Here we go. Poison them too, why not? Only get 1 on those. Because that's a demonologist and a marble gargoyle. There's more to that. Okay, we're back up to a decent amount of life mana. I'm gonna heal. Because that will keep the the Marble Gargoyle from taking this Dark Lord out in one shot. He will be immune to the Demonologist's first attack if the Demonologist gets one. But the Marble Gargoyle is going to go first, and their attack source is weapon. So, actually, do I have a... Yeah, here we go. I'll just do that, too.
Fresh blood at last.
Go. Y'all know the drill at this point. Oh, well, he hit Count Choco anyway. Pshaw. Ludicrous. I like their attack. It's pretty cool. It won't save them, though. There we go. Another 57 experience. But how was that worth more? How was that worth more? Well, I guess it's because the Marble Gargoyle and the Demonologist are both higher level troops. That puts him over 2,900. So now we need less than 500. That is great. Okay, so that takes care of that, and even got almost all of that Fog of War over there too, actually. I'll have him come over here next turn. Oh, what am I doing? Did they have another party? Yes, right there. We'll wait until he gets closer and then hire a thief and put the spy back. It's heading over Aurangzeb's way. I'm almost tempted to let him go. Almost. But I don't want anybody running around where we can't control it. Okay, so let's see. Here we go. That'll work. Blue portal for a black dragon that breathes death. It does deal death damage. I said fire a minute ago. Okay. Seafaring. I am hype. We are almost there. Okay, let's pop in here. And I'm going to let him rest overnight. I'm trying to conserve our cash so that we can blow it all at the trainer. We're going to go up there to that XP camp and we are going to make it rain. And that should be it. I think we have taken out every neutral party on the map. I'm pretty sure, y'all. So let's go in here and we will get this lizard man and this Medusa. Not gotten to see them yet. So the lizard man's a pretty solid low-level unit, right? Inhabitants of the marshlands, lizard men often feed upon the flesh of humans. So 200 HP, 75 weapon damage on initiative 50. So they're basically like, you know, like a second or third level fighter. The Medusa is more important and more intimidating because, see, they have 105. They go on initiative 20, thank goodness, but they petrify everybody. Everybody. Now, they only have a 50% chance to hit, thank goodness, but petrify is the earth version of paralyze. So what that means is that creatures that are immune to mind, such as the living armor, which cannot be affected by the attacks of our specters, can still be petrified because the source is different. It does exactly the same thing, it just affects creatures that are immune to mind. The Medusa petrifies her enemies with her gaze and offers them as a sacrifice to her dark serpent goddess, who will remain unnamed apparently because she's not one of the main goddesses or deities of the factions that are fighting it out. She's not one of the big four. Technically the big five. Well, there you go. You had one chance to do something useful and you blew it. Well, 28. That's not bad. Anything's good. What I'm more interested in is, hey, 400 gold, because that's going to translate to more experience points and a Quicksilver potion. Oh my god, yes. Oh, Quicksilver potion. Check this out. First of all, I love this. It looks like a combination between a lamp and a ring, but also, this is another permanent potion. I wish we'd gotten this earlier. Increases the initiative of the target unit by 10%. Now, of course, a scaling percentile bonus is better the more that you have. Well, nobody has more than Count Choco because he's got an initiative of 70. So that means that if we give this to him, he's going to get +7 initiative. His initiative is now 77, which means that he no longer has to worry about winning a tie with other archer-type units, such as fire elementals, gargoyles, marksmen from the Empire. He even goes before, like, the novices and tenderfeet of the mountain clans now. Considering how his damage has ramped up, that's great because he's going to get in a big wallop. And keep in mind, he is going to be starting with basically nothing in the next map. He's going to be our best asset because of his level and his abilities and because of what he brings to the party. He's going to be carrying the party until some of them level up, right? Oh boy. A King's Guard. Thank you. So what that means is that he's doing great because he's going to be hitting them for almost 50 damage straight out of the gate. And he's going to go before everybody. Just everybody. So he will take out quite a few units, especially lower level units, before they have a chance to go. At a point when his party is otherwise, like, not super powerful. Okay, this is a little more serious. Where are they getting these higher level units? Because he came out of here with a warrior. Do they have that in there? Well, they're not going to have it in a moment. Because we're going to do this. Boom, look at that. 100 damage. And then we're going to ironically put Holy Armor on Mr. Bloodborne. And we're just going to go up here and trounce them. That second level unit will boost the XP that he's about to get from this. Oh, Dark Lord, come on. Come on now. There we go. This guy's going to hit and do nothing. Now, you need to hit and do something or else he's going to wallop you. Really? Really, Dark Lord? Wow. I expected nothing and was still let down. Can you hit him now? Oh my god. He missed 3 times in a row, and the 3rd time he was paralyzed. What happened to you when you leveled up? Ooh, nice. Well, that's okay, because in just a few more experience points, or one more battle, Arthas will be able to do it all for you, so Back into town. I feel like it's like a game of tag. Every time that they run back into the city, it's like, base! Yeah, level 3. He'll be able to have another mage in the back row.
Yes, master.
And you're doing... what? Okay, because she can't hire units. She has no leadership. I'm going to go ahead and just do that.
Night prince. Night prince.
Who dares?
Alright. We dares. That's who dares. Ooh, another Empire party. Here they come to save the day. So they think, anyway. Oh, goodness. Those poor losers. Okay, let's go ahead and... Seafaring. These buffs are so important. Once you gain access to them, they change the whole game. How much money we got? We got 3,500 monies. $393. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to go in here. We're going to hire another thief so that she can plant a spy. Infiltrate spy. There we go. What do you have? Nothing. As expected. Okay, we're going to poison the party. There we go. Ms. Darksoul, if you would, please. This is going to be an interesting fight. Not, because it's going to be over almost instantaneously. Boom. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, though. I want to leave her out there in case they do decide to come up with a chain lightning, so... Base. Alright. Actually, you know what? Rodney, you go over here just in case. We shouldn't need it, but, you know. I wanted to do that and buy the thief before we spent all of our money, because you'll notice it does not give you an opportunity to choose how much cash you want to spend. It just takes all of your money. But there we go. Look at that. Look at that. We need 77 points to level him up. That's it, y'all. That is it. I'm going to wait right here. And I'm going to spend this turn's profits at the trainer as well. 400 gold, because we don't need them for anything else. 45 XP. There we go. That means he just needs 32 experience points. He should be able to get that from anybody, right? Okay. It's it. It's time. Because this is happening. Everybody march. He can get anywhere in the map from that location in one turn based on our spell power, so I just left him to make sure. This way we don't have to worry about it. He will absolutely have enough, because I'm going to do this one more time. There we go. 279 to train him. He needs 1 point to level up. Ooh, so we're going to send him over here to this town. Who is going to be the lucky loser who feeds the Count? No, we don't have quite enough. What's in here? Ooh, she can hire a beast for 2,800, a demon for 5, or a devil for 100. Wow.
Yes.
Wild. Oh, the Empire volunteered. Look at that. Now remember, the key is you don't actually get to pick your level up bonus until the turn after you have leveled up. So, that means that we have to actually do the leveling in question, and then we have to have at least one more turn remaining in the game in order to choose our bonuses. So let's see. Where'd you go? There you are. So we want him to level up and then choose that bonus on the next turn before we actually win. Man, the Count can move. Look at that. And it even seems like he's going the long way around with seafaring and everything because he's taking the road. I love the ridiculous pathfinding. Let's spend some of their own money, as it were, and take out this Empire hooligan. Boom. God, that's so good. He almost got him in one go. Go, Wraith. Yes, yes, good. You get to go first. Thank you. Thank you. What are you? Rain on. Didn't mean to rain on your parade. Oh, he's got 189 hit points now. You'll love to see it. There we go. We will put a rod down. Thank you, Aurangzeb. This is it. It's time to end this. It is all over. Oh, he casting Golem. Look at that. He saved a Golem just for us. You've been saving that back. That's actually kind of a shame because we're not going to get any experience points for that. We're going to kill this thing, and we're going to get nothing for it. Have nothing to show. On the other hand, it's not going to take out any of our troops this time. Between our armor and just everything else. Which is great, because look at that, it was a near thing. Count Choco, if you would. See, because the Golem has 70 initiative too, so Count Choco, it's no longer a tie. He just wins that fight. There's no more roll of the dice on that initiative check. 68%. Here we go. This now is the big choice. So we have Swift increases his initiative by 50%. I think we hardly need that because at this point he goes before everyone except Capital Guardians. And there is no tie to break. If we took this, he would then, go at the same time as a Capital Guardian, but hopefully if we're in that fight, like something's gone wrong. Regeneration, not bad, but he's the hero who needs it the least. Artifact lore, it might be time to consider taking that in case we find a really good artifact, but the banners have been so important, I hate to put them down. Keen-sighted, again, we've discussed this. Diminishing returns, probably not useful. Arcane knowledge, same thing as artifact lore. There's some good stuff locked behind the paywall of both of these skills, but, I mean, realistically, are we going to leave those banners behind? Are we going to stop using them because they're affecting the entire party? I don't think so. Especially not now that we have the upgraded banner of resistance. So that kind of leaves toughness, which gives him 20% hit points. He has not needed a lot of health because he heals himself pretty much every turn, but more hit points is always more better. I guess. Because if he does get hit with a big spell like Vengeance of Ymir, that's when it's going to matter. It's less in combat, although facing off something like a beast or a blue dragon is still going to be a big deal, and that could still turn the tide. But it's more really when he's just sitting around on the overworld map, actually. So I think that's my suggestion, unless y'all would rather do something else. I think toughness might be it. I think toughness is it. And thankfully, this is not only going to stack with his High Father potion, but also, of course, as his HP continues to increase with new levels during the campaign, hopefully, fingers crossed there will be more levels, because there's a lot of experience points there, this bonus is going to scale. So, alright, if there are no protests, toughness it is, going once, going twice. And that's going to give him almost 20 hit points because he has 180 some anyway. So I think this will push him over 200. Okay, let's move Rodney 5. Don't care, don't care, don't care. And that puts him, that gives him, yep, 226 HP. What's in here? Nothing. Even more nothing. Let's go ahead and take this town. That will deprive them of even more life mana. There we go. Thomas Sack says, "Nothing can withstand the combined might of the mountain clans and the Empire." Well, correction. One thing can. Let's see. Can you get down here this turn? No. She has to go around her own rod. Oops. Lol. Ms. Darksoul, if you would like to do the honors, please? Here we go. They're going to get one shot in, of course. Who cares? Here we go. Boom. Paralyze the archer. Oh, really? Okay. There. That acolyte's just going to heal, yeah, one of the fighters anyway, so who cares? And then Ms. Darksoul should take the rest of these out in one go, I think, even with armor. There we are. Boom. Inquisitor Chardon says, "We will not tolerate this intrusion. You will perish in the purifying flames of the High Father." You know, I might have believed that some time ago, but I don't believe it now. The mission has been successfully completed. There we go, that's all we needed, baby. Read us out, narrator.
Death. As the inert corpses of the Horde's enemies lay on the ground, the air darkened with the passage of Mortis's venomous breath. The Alliance had been crushed.
Rest in pieces. Count Choco. There we go. Aurangzeb, thank you for your service. Again, a round of applause, please, for Ms. Darksoul and Mr. Bloodborne. Because, my goodness, they really did a fantastic job this time. We're definitely taking the Banner of Battle. That accuracy has made a huge impact on us. The Banner of Resistance, of course. What else are we taking? Once again, I'm really tempted to take something like the Staff of Traveling. Ooh, the Staff of Holiness is also very tempting because that would allow us, that gives us a heal, which otherwise we don't have. The only downside is it's dependent on life mana, and we don't know how available that's going to be. it's probably going to be there because, of course, we're at the point in the campaign now where we should have unlocked 5th level spells with this next map, which means we will need all 4 types of mana, and therefore they're going to be giving us all 4 types of mana. There's probably just not going to be a life mana crystal like right outside our capital, so it will be a while before we can use this. Still worth it though, maybe. Maybe. Because the other option is, what are we going to do? Are we going to take one of these banners with us? 10% initiative? Don't need the banner protection. I mean, that does stack with resistance, but when are we going to wear them both? Staff of Protection is also tempting, but that requires 2 different types of mana. Not using artifacts. Yeah, I think it might be time to say goodbye to these other 2 banners because we're not using them. Count Choco had both of these on the whole time, and they did him very well. I don't think he needs the other 2, which means we can take something else. Staff of Traveling, very powerful because being able to haste the Count is a huge deal. Also, Staff of Holiness, likewise, being able to heal 30 hit points to a whole party for 200 life mana, likewise a big deal. Those would be my 2 candidates. What do you all think, though? We also have, we have the Staff of Demonology, 100 fire damage, so... Not going to take the Tome of the 7 Winds because we don't have Arcane Knowledge. Staff of Paralyzing is not bad. Staff of Necromancy is kind of useless for us just because it mimics a 1st level spell, so... Yeah, I'm really torn. That Staff of Protection is nice. Like, damage mitigation is sometimes better than healing, because a hit that you don't take is damage that doesn't need to be healed. My concern is that even though this is... Because this is the only buff that we have, right? If we can get this to Ms. Darksoul. And that's really good for going into fortified towns and for attacking ruins. But it relies on 2 different types of mana. Whereas the Staff of Traveling or the Staff of Holiness only rely on 1 type of mana. That being able to heal 30 hit points or potentially 60, that's really good. That's really good. But I'm really tempted by that Staff of Protection. The Staff of Traveling is so valuable, but they have given it to us like 2 maps in a row. We've had the option to purchase it somewhere. I'm afraid if we take it with us, then we'll just be able to buy it at some point anyway. But I'm also afraid if we don't take it with us, it may not show up again. And we're probably not going to get lucky enough to purchase Chant of Hasting again, because the Mountain Clans is basically out of the game now. Well, it's one of the 3 staves. Protection, Holiness, or Traveling. Protection is so good, it's so tempting. But Haste matters so much for the Count with those 60 plus movement points. I think I'm going to take the Staff of Traveling, if y'all don't have an opinion. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll get that to Ms. Darksoul after she catches up, of course, from behind. Her and Mr. Bloodborne here are going to fortify our lines, and they will rejoin us later, as usual. So, here we go then. Last chance to speak up. Banner of Battle, Banner of Resistance, the Staff of Traveling. We are capped at level 7. Let's see what the next scenario holds. Chapter 4, The High King's Retreat.
After several days, the lair of the Dwarven King Sturmir had been found by scouts of the undead. He sheltered himself in his impregnable mountain fortress, south of Ethrol's mines. Mortis was almost avenged, and her undead hordes ventured to accomplish the nearly impossible task of destroying the mountain clan's century-old monarch in his fortified keep.
Alright, so we must capture the city Sagarheim. Oh, we're fighting the clans again. They say we will crush you. We might get Chan of Hasting again yet, then. But we will worry about that in the next episode, because it is time once again to call a halt to things, at least for now. We're going to end this episode here. They have kindly provided us with a Spectre, which we know we are taking with us. But what else should we take with us? Let me know, what party configuration are we going to use this time, because in this case, we finally have reached the point. Look at this. All of the buildings are available to us. So that means we can do skeleton champions if you want. And we also have access this time to vampires and finally liches. It's up to y'all. I will see you when we pick up Disciples Sacred Lands again next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is New York and Miami time, here on Twitch. And, oh, thank you, bot, right there, in with the big finish, right at the last possible second. Goodness gracious. Don't forget to follow and subscribe if you're not already. Check out YouTube, of course, and you can follow over there to catch the rest of the series if you are missing any episodes. And come back on Saturday for Betrayal and Antara, and on Monday for Chrono Cross with my wonderful husband, Specific Pixel. I'll catch you then, and as always, thanks for playing.